Welcome back to our lovely chaos.
Hey.
Oh, I was like, are you not going to say anything?
No, I was making sure we're going good on the
We
thing.
are good, and we are back for another episode that we just kind of threw out in the air today.
Yeah.
Because
we're not winging it, but we're winging it.
Yeah. So bear with us, and I hope you enjoy the episode. Basically, but today we're talking about, and I think I thought about this because I've been more and more, and you've known, because Eric has, you guys might see this like oddly weird because a lot of couples don't do this, but Eric's almost like my personal assistant in a sense that he checks my emails daily.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have like 3 different emails, but there's one email that I put for important emails because I'm the worst. Like, I'm good at like text messages, I'm good at like Instagram, social media, but don't ask me to go on emails because I don't know.
Text messages too, sometimes you kind of don't
not if
notice
it
that
not if it has to do with like what is it called, with like my social media and like stuff like that. Maybe if it's answering somebody, then yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what I guess. That's what I meant.
But my point is that like when it comes
to her phone, she has a crap load of notifications of everything.
It drives him crazy.
It does. Like, it's just like a bunch of Instagram notifications, so things get lost in there. So it's like, baby, I messaged you like 3 hours ago, and she's like, oh, I didn't notice.
It's like that post I posted a few days, like 32 calls, 4 missed calls, and I'm here. That's exactly my life, and that's why I posted it, because it's been like that lately, guys. Like, I don't only work in the entertainment industry, in the film or music, but I also create content, and a lot of you guys see our content, my content creation. And thankfully, these past few weeks, it has taken off in a way that I didn't expect for it to happen so quick. So with that being said, obviously that's opened a lot of new opportunities with a lot of companies, a lot of brands that I didn't think about in my wildest dream to be going through something like that so soon. So I put my email that I know Eric has access to as a direct way of contact.
And it's for that specific reason.
Yeah. And so he's like, hey, you got an email from this brand, or hey, you got an email from this company, or whatever. Do you want it? Do you not want it? And I'm like, damn, you can literally be like my manager, which he kind of is. But
more it's unfortunately it's more of an assistant.
Yeah.
Because you're still the one that does like yes no. I just make sure you're aware that you
that I need to respond.
You need to respond. Yeah.
Like, so.
I mean, I don't know the specifics about how to respond or what to respond. Yeah,
that makes sense. Yeah. So, with that being said, like, I've spent a lot of my time lately creating content, and that has brought a little bit of a different dynamic because it's not the same to go out and work in a set or go and do an event or something like that than having to create content in your home with kids and things to do, right?
And then me having a full-time business too, which can get a little bit difficult.
So it's timing wise, yeah. So it's been moments where I'm like, okay, I need to just get out of the house. I need to go and I need to just create content because like it, like that's what's fueling this new source of income, if you want to put it like that. So how has it been for you having to support me through that process so far?
Well, so most of the time it's just like pushing you to do it, because sometimes like, oh no, I don't want to go to do that, I don't want to go do this, because obviously it's draining to have kids sometimes.
I get especially mom guilt.
Not just that, but I mean, especially getting at the age that they're at, they can be a little much in the sense that they have a lot of energy. Like, okay, so
Yeah, like there's kids screaming.
Yeah, so
Eliana wants to be in my video.
You really can't do content when the kids around, because they can get distracted. But it's like, okay, how long can they stay distracted? What if the video you're trying to shoot is longer than you expect?
Yeah, and so like I said, Eliana wants to film. Like I'm like filming. I don't know where she comes in. She's like, "Oh, video? Picture?
I help. I want to help.
I help." And then she like grabs my camera and is running around the whole house like vlogging. I'm like, "Girl, this isn't a vlog. This is a video. Like, quit it." Which I find it cute, but to a certain point when I'm trying to do something professional,
hey, you need to do something.
When it's not just my personal content organically, it's something that I have to do. It does like become a little frustrating. So obviously that's how it goes. So going back to social media, like how I started was a whole different way to how social media is now. So I started, like I said, a few years back. I started doing YouTube. I started doing Instagram, and it used to be just for like
9 years ago. Yeah.
So back then, like a lot of us know, it was just like, oh, post your video or post your picture, and like that's how you got work, right? Or like that's how you started to get seen by brands or companies out there that wanted to work with you. Now you have to go above and beyond in order to get noticed by these brands. And so that's put a lot of weight on the way content creators create now, right? So a lot of people say, how do you do it? And I'm like, honestly, I just hide for like 10 to 15 minutes. I sit before, I try. I sit, or while I'm doing stuff, I brainstorm. I'm like, okay, I'm gonna go do this. Okay, let me do this. Let me do that. Let me have this ready. And 10, 15 minutes, I'll knock it out, right? And it almost sounds like, okay, how can you not? And I plan it in my head, I execute it in my head, and I just go into it and I tell Eric, hey babe, hold the kids down for 10, 15 minutes, and I literally will do it.
Like today, I took Eliana for a walk because
I had to do a brand video, and I was like, okay, well, I just gotta get out of the way, right? And so he took her for a walk, and he was probably out there for like 15 minutes, and maybe
not even 15 minutes.
And so
I went to the correo.
Yeah, and the thing is, I don't think that I'm just like winging it. No, like I said, I think about it, I brainstorm it, I'm like executed it
like
in my head.
She got like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, and so like I'm executing it in my head, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna stand in that corner. I'll play with the camera. I'll get the lighting good. It's all, and I always tell people, it's all about your lighting and about your good, like, what is it called, quality of video. And if you're able to execute that fast while doing, like, you can do it. So yeah, and what is it? Another thing to this is like keep posting your videos, because that's what's gonna get you noticed. Post whatever you truly stand for, what you represent, and the rest will come. Yeah. So just stay true to that, but keep posting, keep showing up, and I bet you anything, like I assure you, like the deals will come. Eventually they will come. It's been, like I said, I've been doing this for years now, and I've put myself out there in many ways to the point where like I'm like, okay, if I need to talk in front of a camera, I feel comfortable. If I need to wear something specific in front of the camera, I feel comfortable. Like I feel comfortable to the point where I feel so comfortable in my own skin and with what I'm doing and with what I represent as my image or my brand, if you want to say it that way, that I'm okay. Like I'm good now, and I think that's where a lot of people have to get to. And don't get me wrong, like you're gonna keep growing as a content creator.
I still can't do that.
Yeah, Eric still's like, what? And so now that's where I was going. So it takes a while for you to get comfortable. And I know there's times where like he's like
I'm okay to get recorded. It's just like, hey,
record.
Let me record myself type of thing. Like, oh, let me script this and like,
yeah. And the thing is that
to be scripted.
And I think it's like the overthinking part of you that takes you to that point, because like I don't overthink it. I'm just like, okay, that's how it's gonna come out. If it doesn't come out, I will retry something different.
Yeah.
But usually it works like the first time. And like I said, sometimes there's those videos where I'm already like, okay, I'm here, let me do this, and then like, okay, and like they literally do so well. And the ones where I'm like, I have 5 hours to film, and I edit it for like another 5 hours, and I'm just like, what happened? Like, what happened? But I go back to that sense where it's like, don't overthink it, but also stay organic to yourself, because sometimes we get so caught up in the idea of thinking like it has to be so elaborate, you know? Like I said, I think it's your lighting and your good quality of video or picture that makes it what it is, right? And that it feels like you're entering somebody's world, and it's not just a post, unless you are representing, I don't know, like, let's per se, right, like you're a makeup artist. Obviously that's going to be a different way of you creating content, or like a stylist. At the same time, though,
still, it's like, you know, you don't have to really script about it. It's just like,
no, not script, but where it looks more like where it's been, what is it called, like the word where it's been oh my god, I have it at the tip of my tongue. Like when you see something and it's more artistic.
Okay,
there we go. Like it's more of an artistic look to it, you know, because you're a stylist, you're a makeup artist. It's not like, you know, unless it's like those funny makeup artists or whatever, stylists, but that's a different way. But what I'm saying is, like, when it comes to something like that, yes, I see where like the perfection has to come, where like you spend hours, or like where brands go, right? But if you're just trying to do like lifestyle, in the word it says lifestyle. Like, what is your lifestyle? What are you
or
about?
What is it? One of those days, or day in the life of?
Day of a life, yeah. Some people just want to feel connected. So I think that's the part where us as content creators get a little like overwhelmed and lost. And I know for you it's like, okay, well, what do people find interesting, or what can I do? And it's like, honestly, that's the interesting part, that you don't know what you're doing. Like, in that sense, it's like, that's what people
don't get me
find
wrong.
it.
It's like, sometimes I'm like, okay, obviously I drive a lot and I do certain things, like, I mean, I know people really would want to see it, but it's just like, it doesn't click to me. It's like, oh, I should just set up the camera.
Yeah.
Like, there's nothing, at least in my head, it's like, there's nothing interesting about me driving. But a lot of people, you know,
like, I see a lot of people when they're like, oh, lo que me voy a hacer desayunar. Like my breakfast. And it's like, they're making breakfast for themselves, and it's like a burrito with huevo and like frijoles. And I'm there sitting with my mouth watering. And I'm like, I want that. And I'm like, and like, you see their views, and people are sitting there, and I'm sitting there watching it, right?
Next
and
time
like,
I do a carne asada, I'll probably
yeah,
do it.
and like, you're thinking and they're probably were thinking the same, like, who's gonna want to see me do a burrito in the morning at 5 you know what I mean? But it's like, it's so nostalgic for some people. I think it's nostalgic for me, because I remember my mom waking up early in the morning to make me un burrito, wrap it in foil, to send me to school with it, right? Even though I was bullied for that. But like, I grew up in a whiter community, so seeing a child bring a burrito in foil, that was like a reason to get bullied, you know? Like, these kids were bringing,
or made fun of. Not really bullied.
Okay, these kids were bringing, this how like how bad it was of like a dramatic. I remember these kids bringing their sandwiches with Costco bread. Like, there used to be like the specific Costco bread they used to have, with the ham from Costco and the cheese with like green lettuce, and wrapped in a paper bag.
So very white sandwich.
Well, in a Ziploc paper bag. Yeah, in a paper bag. Yeah, in a Ziploc, and then in a paper bag.
In the brown paper bag.
And like their cheese string and like their apple. And I was like, oh, is that what lunch is supposed to look like? And then I was like, and they're like, what do you have? And I'll be like, a burrito. They're like, what is that? And I was like, it's foil. And then, like, you know, but like, you as a kid don't understand that. But now you see these videos, and it's like, oh, like, that's like nostalgic to me. And maybe for the people that still do that every morning, they're like, oh, that's a good idea. Like, I should do that for tomorrow. You know what I mean? So it's like, you're not just connecting to one person depending on how you're storytelling, but you're connecting to more than one person. So that's why I always tell, like, when people ask me, like, oh, it's because, like, you know, how are you doing it? Like, content creation. I'm like, you know what? Like, I think it all, obviously, it has to do with your surroundings, but it has to do how well you want to connect with people. Like, what is it that your essence wants to reflect to others? You know, not everybody is the same. Even if you say, oh, we have a lot of things in common, yes, you do, but that doesn't mean that you and that person are exactly identically alike, unless you guys are like soul something, like what is it, soul sisters, soul brothers, or whatever. Like, there's a very slight chance there's, you know, so you're gonna connect with more than one person at a time. And so that's why I always tell you, like, hey, just create something. Like, don't care, like what is the worst that can happen, you know? And so, like,
I get stage fright.
The thing is that there's nobody on the other side.
That's
like,
why I get
you know,
stage fright.
Like, that's now I talk to the camera and I'm like,
I bully myself.
You're like, you're horrible.
Yeah. You're a bad actor.
Your eyebrow is bigger than the other one. Bad actor. And you know what? It's funny because today I was thinking about, I was like, you know what? Literally, content creation is like acting. And it's funny because,
I mean,
we sit there.
There's some that I'm just like, okay,
stop it.
Just say only it. Because it's like they do things and it's not organic, but
it doesn't feel organic. It doesn't
feel right anymore.
Yeah, and I think you lose that once you start to try to satisfy others. Of like, oh yeah. So that's why, like, if you see my Instagram, it's all over the place. Like, it's all over the place. It's like, if I feel like today doing a beauty video, that's what I'm doing. If I feel like doing my hair video today, I'm doing that. If I feel like posting where it's just like my outfit and like a saying, then that's what it is. You know, like, I don't feel, and I've come to the realization that I'm not gonna box myself in just becoming a content creator where it's just one thing, something specific, you know, because I don't know, I just love that. Like, I love that I can be creative, I can express myself in many ways, and it's okay to not just be boxed into one, you know, specific genre or idea or specific category. There we go, that was the word. And so so now that I do this more often, how does it, you know how you see those videos and it's like, oh, tell me you have an influencer wife with that, and it's like you hear the same song over. Does that bother you? No. Or like, oh, no, I thought it would. Sometimes that's why I even lower the volume and I'm like this. I don't know if you noticed, because I was like, I don't want to annoy him, like, from like being on the same thing over and over. So but okay, so you were saying that there's some content creators that you feel like overdo it, or like they start to become what I would say fakes. Like fake content creation. You as an audience, and I always ask you this because, like, you're not a content creator. You follow me, you will work with me, you will do things with me and support me, but you yourself is not a content creator. No. So there's even sometimes where I even ask my kids, does this look good? They're like, oh yeah. Why? Because they're the consumers, like, you know, and not saying they would be the consumers. We don't let them watch any of this stuff. Yeah, not saying that I'm doing what other people would want, but I just want to be like, oh, does this look cool? That's all I want to know. If the answer is yes, cool. I'm not gonna ask them like, oh, would you buy this product? No, that's not what I'm here for, right? Like, unless I'm really passionate about a product, then I will talk about it. But I'm not here to be a salesperson in that sense. I'm here, if I really love the product, like, then I will do it, you know? And I mean, I've turned a few deals where I'm like, no, that doesn't represent me. There was like one where it was like a bra. Like a bra brand like campaign or something like that. And I was like, I don't wear bras. Like, why would I start talking about bras now, right? Like, I don't wear bras. Like I don't know if you guys have noticed,
So
or
often,
like
yeah.
like I wear like I
when
only
you
wear,
have to.
yeah, when I have to. That I mean the shirt is see-through, let's just say, you know, then yeah, I will wear some type of bra. But I am not one to wear bras because I don't believe in them. That's a whole nother topic on its own, which we will get back into, like that wellness part. But I don't use that. So why would I out of nowhere just for a paycheck start talking about that, right? So that's my way. If you do it and that's like your cup of tea and that works for you, then you know, then that's cool. But there's certain things that for me I'm like, no, because if I do it now, then later on when I'm talking about like I don't wear bras, they're gonna be like, what do you mean you just did a whole ass campaign about wearing bras? And I'm like, yeah, you're about this bra. Like I'm not gonna be that, you know, I'm not gonna contradict myself. So yeah, I think like content creation is one where you have to stay true to yourself and be authentic and not let you know, the not people's opinion, but what others think that you should just represent is what it should be. You know, like stay true to who you are. So
even if it's like paycheck, I mean, well, it just depends what you want to do more.
But like I said, if that's also something that you're just doing, like UCG, there's some people that just do UCG, meaning they just generate content for brands, and that means that it's almost like when you're a model, right? Which is also like what do you want to represent you, but that's more like, let's just say you're a model, they hire you to do a commercial for a red lipstick, right? Maybe you've never wore red lipstick, maybe you don't even wear lipstick, right? But you're just doing it as a model. Like that's just you. That doesn't represent you as the person, because this is you as the person. So you're able to do that work. You leave that work, it's not on your social media. If somebody one day sees it, well then that's on, you know, but it represents the brand, not you, which is very different. So yeah, that's just that's how I see UCG, because I see it like, oh, like if I was a model, like maybe I'd be modeling high socks that I don't wear, but it's just part of the job. And I feel like social media, like your own profile should represent who you are and what you're about, you know? And so basically
stay true to yourself.
Stay true to yourself and what you stand. Like if maybe, you know, like I don't know, say you are a mom, you're not gonna, maybe you were hired to do a commercial for a club. Like that doesn't mean you're out there clubbing. You know, it's just a commercial you got paid for, which is a little bit different to what you're seeing on your social media. So it's kind of like you're acting, you know, you're getting paid to be an actress. So yeah, so now that you see me do this more, do you feel like I've changed in the way I go about like daily things on my life, like the house, the kids?
Oh no.
Am I less focused? No. Like, do you think?
No, because obviously our marriage is
100
and 100. So it's like, so sometimes when you have to do your thing, I focus on the house and the kids. Obviously, it's not going to be to the same standards as you, because I try to clean and it's nowhere near how you want it. But you know, that's why we support each other. So when you got to do your things, then obviously I focus on the stuff that needs to be focused on, and vice versa. So there's, even if it's changed and you have to focus on something, well, that's what you have to focus on. Yeah, that's different.
And
so it's not like you lose
focus.
It's not like you stop paying attention to us and the kids type of thing. Yeah.
So you're choosing. Well, yeah, you're kind of choosing to help me. Well, you're not choosing. It's so like you're taking
my responsibility.
The responsibility in that moment of like, okay, I know you were doing this, but let me help you out so that you can get your stuff done and whatnot. And obviously. See, guys, this is how you get the teamwork makes the dream work. You know, like I think like sometimes moms or women out there want to do content creation, but they say, hey, how do I do content creation, take care of the house? Well, here that's your say, honey, I'm gonna start content creation. So now instead of me cooking in the mornings, you're gonna cook, you know, or maybe unless you're making content creation where you're a cooker, you know, you're cooking, a chef, or you know, that's your content creation, then that's a whole nother different story. But you know what I mean? Like,
but
if
in
you're
that
doing
case,
beauty,
obviously, if you need, you know, help with the kids,
like,
well, I mean,
take them for a walk.
It's like sometimes the husband or the spouse leaves for work early in the morning and comes back late at night. So it's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of gets harder in that sense.
That is true. Well, then figure something out where maybe it's like a Saturday and you just film all day Saturday.
That too, there you go.
You know, and like I used to do that. I used to just say, okay, all day today I'm filming, you know, because I need to film blah, blah. And I would get it out of the way, film a few videos, and then have those for the week, schedule them, and have them ready to go, you know? And so that was like a great way for me to start also doing content creation and get on that motion of learning how to create content with the busy schedule with school. Now obviously I have a little bit of more time, but yeah. So one other question would be, how comfortable are you now, me being in front of a camera and wearing certain things or doing certain transitions or whatever, where like maybe it's like, oh, maybe she shouldn't be wearing that or something. I don't know. I don't think that's ever happened, but
no.
But like,
what hasn't mattered? So obviously, as long as you're not naked, you know.
No, that's a whole nother different type of social media. OnlyFans. So I mean,
she does have an OnlyFans.
No, I do not.
I'm the only one with access.
No, she
does.
No, I don't. So yeah, but I think social media content is for something where people want to create or have an artistic outlet of creating content. Not only creating content, but also creating art in any sense.
Yeah.
I think it's a way of expression. We've lost the thought and the touch of thinking that social media or any platform is just a form of business. But no, it's a way of expression. Like, yeah. It's like I said, since I was a little girl, I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be a model. I wanted to be all these things. And I knew that I had to get hired on. If I wanted to be a model, I had to get hired on by the top modeling agencies in the area. If I wanted to be an actress, I had to get, you know, hired, make it to the next big movie hit or something, be extra. Like, I knew that I had to get the approval of being somewhere by somebody else. Now we don't. Like, we have these social media platforms where we literally can be whatever we want.
Yeah, there's some,
in a sense,
some creators that just would like act in their videos and then they actually make it to big movies, or big roles and stuff like that. Like, maybe not huge roles, but I mean still, like, they end up making it.
Yeah, I mean there's so many that I've seen. Even dancers I've meted to big, you know, like choreographers that are now like well known all over the world, that are going on tours, that have their own shows. Like, literally, it's like endless possibilities, you know. So I think being able to just express that, let's not just use social media for bad things, because social media has gone down a black hole of being a space of like, I don't watch the news, guys, for a reason. We don't watch national television. Call us ignorant if you
well, I mean, somehow I don't know, I'm still like up to date on like current stuff, because like you have your emails, and like I don't
newsletters.
Get anything through my email. Not for like the news.
Okay, well, you get it through Instagram then.
Like I said, I don't know. Because I don't follow the news on Instagram either.
Well, okay. Well, my point being to all this is that,
I mean, because you obviously you have Instagram too, and you don't really know.
Well, that's where I was going. So it's got to the point where it's like a really black hole of where, instead of just being like a creative outlet, it's become where like you get your news, you get all your information. And sometimes we forget that it's a place, like I said, of a creative. Like, that's what you know, all these social media platforms. I think Twitter was like the only one that used to be like for like information, to let other people know, like in like writing, like, oh, this is happening and this and that, and like, well, that's what I used to hear. I don't know, I've never ever been, sorry, now it's X, but X now. What used to be Twitter, like I was never on there, so I don't really know much about that. But every other platform I feel like has gone down, even like TikTok, what is it, the other one, Snapchat, I don't know, all these like threads and stuff like that. Literally I log on and it's like news left, right, and I'm just like, sometimes I don't even know what's going on. My world seems normal, like it literally is like, oh, you know, crickets and unicorns, and like, si me parte un rayo no hubiera salido porque I didn't even know the weather, right? Like in that sense. And all of a sudden I go in there and it's like one news after the other bad, and I'm just like, and my whole day is like, and like I said, call me ignorant if you want, but sometimes you live more in peace when you don't know. Ignorance is bliss. Yeah. So not that I'm oblivious to it, because obviously I have children, but if I know there's something big, I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. Find out. Yeah. But I feel like when you go on these social media, sometimes it just goes deeper and deeper and deeper, and it gets to a point where like it's fake news at one point. Like it's not even like and I'm just like, you don't even know what to believe. And so then I go down a black hole trying to investigate everything that's like, okay, really, this is true, like, and then I find out like it's like telephone, right? Like this was the actual news, and then it went like that, like that, like that, and it's like, I'm like, dude, I just went like down, I just went on a roller coaster of emotions for it to be like, oh, it was just this. It's like, seriously? I was like, this is not why I'm logging onto Instagram. So my point being is like, content creation is something that should be artistic. It should be an outlet where you connect with people and like be able to give good information and not false information out there. Like if you're talking about natural medicine, if you're talking about this, like just always make your disclaimers and let people know like, okay, this is what worked for me, this is the process I had, you know, and let them know, because a lot of the times like this is how people fall into like rabbit holes and thinking like it happened to me, you know, like when I was going through stuff and I would put like my arm hurts and it's like, oh, you have cancer and this and I know I bring the story, you guys are probably tired of it, but I don't care. And so it's like, no, because I went in there and it's like false information, like no, that's not what it was. So now that, you know, just like be aware of what you put out there too, as a content creator or as anybody that wants to be an informative on these social media platforms, because you never know who is watching this and you don't know what state of mind they're in for you to just be talking just because you want views and just because you want all this. Like, we got to be more proactive and aware of that. And like I said, now that I'm seeing how that works, like it's real, like we need to be more proactive and be kind to each other, even in that sense, not just by words, like, but what we throw out there to the universe, it's true, like that affects others. So be kind.
It does.
But yeah, like I go back to the same thing of like, so you're happy being the husband of a content creator?
Yeah.
You don't feel like your life is falling apart?
No. We get free stuff. We get invited to certain places.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the moment where you can be like, all right, go worry about whatever you want to worry about. Just focus on making music. I'm like, all right.
Yeah, soon, guys. Soon that will happen. But yeah, like life has been very chaotic in the most beautiful way. I've been juggling like 30 million things on top of content creation, so that's why I've been all over
on top of watching her novela.
On top of watching my novela. That's where I get a lot of my creative outlet too. So yeah, guys, like with that being said, if you are thinking of becoming a content creator, creating anything out there, doesn't matter what social media platform you use,
honestly,
do it. Yeah. If it's in your heart, God planted that seed, that dream, that idea, he did it for a reason. Just do it. You might become successful overnight, or it might take you some time, and it might be a slow process, and it might not be. Not everybody's journey is the same, but just do it. Put yourself out there. Be patient. Love what you're doing. And even when it feels like it's getting rough and tough, know that
just keep going.
Yeah, keep going, and just know that those moments are the moments that are gonna make you feel so appreciative once you get there, because you're gonna be like, okay, it was all worth it.
It's
like,
better to prepare for the rain that you're asking for, and not be prepared and then it rains. And
and stay humble throughout the way. But yeah, just keep posting, keep doing. And if you are already posting, like, just keep posting and keep keep going, and eventually, like, the right people will find you. And I've heard this so many times. Maybe like one of my friends, his name is Jonathan, I've talked about him on here. He said, if you hear it twice, I'm not sure what that means, but if you hear it twice, it means something. And I've been hearing it so much, like, these past few days, more than twice at this point, where oh my god, what was it now? I lost it. What was I talking about?
To keep going.
To keep going. So I've heard, like, keep going, because you never know who's watching. Like, you never know who's watching. And it's so true. Like, you just need one person, guys. One person to give you the opportunity to open that small crack, if you or that big door. But you just need one person for your whole entire life to change. And also, I always tell Eric, imagine that you were only one post away from your life changing, or one story away from your life changing, or anything from one thing from your life changing. Like, you never know, so if you have a dream, if you have something, obviously this episode is intended for whoever wants to go out there and do content creation. And if you're in a marriage, like, we kind of gave our example of how we've navigated it. Just do it. Don't think about it. Support each other and do it. And eventually your husband will jump on the wagon and start doing funny videos with you, because he's funny too. Or he's funny.
Or the other way around. As the husband, start content creation, and your wife would be like, hey, let's do it. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, guys, thank you for tuning in today to our lovely chaos. Our lovely chaos. Till next time. Bye.